I was asked to make a War Thunder Nations tier list. It'll most likely be a short video, because there just aren't a lot of nations in the game, not including the sub-trees in the main nations. So here we go.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
First up, we have Japan.
Now,
Japan is arguably a pretty good nation. They have some decent light vehicles, and top tier is obviously goated with their 4-second reloads. So I would most certainly put Japan at the solid good tier. Up next, we have the infamous Germany. Now, unfortunately, Germany, towards the middle BRs, has a ton of heavy tanks, which I don't like. So that would mean I would have to put it in bad, right? No, you're incorrect. Their top tier is awesome. You cannot go wrong with Leopard 2 tanks. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place it next to Japan. Now, up next, we have China. I have a bit of a beef with China. Their whole tech tree, almost the whole tech tree, is a copy of other nations. People complain that Israel is a copycat nation. China is even worse. China's top tier MBTs have been designed after USSR made like T-60s and whatever. China is effectively just copying other nations, which means their top tier MBTs are also not that good. So obviously, bad. Now, USA is a bit of an interesting nation, considering top tier wise their Abramses they're not bad, but they do have major flaws. And it's not because the tanks themselves are terrible, but because Gaijin is just incapable of making the vehicles correct because all the required documentation is still classified. And mid tier and high tier, they're okay. Low tier, it's fine. So I guess decent. Up next, ooh boy, Sweden. Now, I've said this many times, Sweden is an absolutely fantastic nation. Their low tiers are not that great. Mid tiers could do better. High tiers, we're getting there. Top tier, absolutely goated. They still, in my honest opinion, have arguably the best top tier tank in the game, the STRV 122B+. So without hesitation, awesome. Now, Israel. Already spoken about this in this video. People seem to claim that it's a copycat nation, even though it just isn't. One thing's for certain though, everybody seems to despise the Merkava. I have played it, and I enjoyed it. Sure, Israel is not for everybody, and y'all don't have to play it. It's literally up to the person, but I would say that Israel is a decent nation. Next up, we got France. Now, I am currently playing France. If I remember correctly, I'm at 9.7. So far, I'm enjoying the hell out of France. Like, how can you not like an MBT that has either a 100 or 120 millimeter gun, and then a 20 millimeter coaxial? How can you not like that? That's awesome. So just because of that, France, good nation. Now the British.
Are you ready?
They were actually one of the first nations that I started playing in the game, mainly because the majority of their tanks got stabilizers really quick, and I enjoyed that. Even though later I realized it doesn't really make you a better player having stabilizers that early. So I absolutely adore the British tanks, and just because of that, they're a good nation. Italy.
Hey, Italian man! Huh? Ah!
This might be a biased opinion because I'm an Italian main, but I f***ing love Italy. I think it's the best nation in the game. If you want to actually get better at the game, you'll have to play Italy. My reasoning being, if your vehicles get destroyed really easily, you're also going to be more cautious, more alert, more reactive to what's going on around you. I've said this many times, and I will keep saying it. Italy is absolutely godlike. Russia.
What? In
my opinion, one of the worst nations in the game. I don't like pretty much any of their vehicles, except a couple in like mid-tier to high-tier. But their top-tier MBTs are absolutely trash. Their light vehicles, trash. Now, my point being, you don't have to agree with my opinion. It is my opinion. But unfortunately, even though I'm going to piss off quite a few people now, I'm going to have to place Russia at the tier of trash. So, this was my War Thunder Nations tier list. Leave a comment if you want me to do another tier list on a certain topic. And if you haven't, like and subscribe. Or don't. Nobody's forcing you, unless you want me to. You kinky son of a bitch. Is that your kink? You want people to force you? Huh? You want me to slap you, silly?